I went to Ottawa for an interview with Humanist Perspective magazine. Arrived at Ottawa, stayed for a while, and then was on a visit somewhere to a reserve, an Aboriginal reserve that was in Cornwall Island. I apparently got too close of CBSA point of entry. Ended up being arrested, which was lawful. I would admit that it was. Apparently they did have the right to arrest me, but since then everything went downhill. I was Mirandized and told that I have the right to contact my legal counsel or a lawyer. I did not. I was incoherent. I was sedated the night before as I was taken to the hospital, and they sedated me. I was sent to the OCDC, Ottawa Carleton Detention Center. I was put in segregation in some absolutely inhumane living situations, not just for me, for everyone that wasn't there. It was so awful, and the prison people were quite abusive. It seemed that they think if they don't physically punch you in the face, they think everything else is all right. And then I was not allowed to shave, shower for days. I was denied the basic human rights, dignity, was stripped naked, searched more than once, within like 5 minutes between each sessions and things. And then I was transferred to segregation in maximum security, where I was put with people who are in maximum security prison. It was mortifying, terrifying. It was in no way anything that I've ever expected from Canada. And in Ottawa, it was a disgrace to see it in the backyard of our Prime Minister and Ministers of Institution and Public Safety. I was under CBSA's authority, and they were responsible for my well-being. I was denied my medication for days, which resulted in me getting seizures. I was told, and I told them that my doctor said I cannot cut my medication off. I have to gradually stop it, and they just cut me off, which resulted in me having 4 seizures and ending up passed out on the floor 4 times. I was taken to the hospital once, and 3 times I did not get medical care or anything. The second time I woke up hours later in my cell on the bench. 2 times I woke up on the floor hours later, swarming in water. They came, poured water on me, obviously, and just left. It was the least I could say that it was a disgrace. I have never expected that. I wasn't ashamed to be identifying myself as a Canadian, but I was absolutely mad, not just for myself, also for the sake of our civil rights. I mean, even if people are criminals, that does not justify the way people are being treated, and I'm out of words. I can't describe how awful it was.
And how long was it before you were allowed to contact your lawyer?
10 days.
10 days.
10 days. I had a hearing, and in my hearing, I told the judge that I was Mirandized but haven't contacted my lawyer, and I'm not allowed to use the phone whatsoever. The judge ordered them to let me use the phone, and I wasn't allowed to use the phone until 4 days after that, or 3 days.
So why are you back in Edmonton? What brings you back?
It's home. it's I'm like, this probably doesn't make sense to a lot of people, but I don't think I felt safe until I actually landed. Then seeing Alberta on the map, feeling that I'm home, it's where I belong. It's actually home.
And how's it feel to be back?
Alive again, human, safe, as in I can see my friend, touch people, I can brush my teeth and take showers and turn off my light.
What's next for you?
I think I'm back in the loop. I'm back. I was gone to Ottawa just as any person would go to for business and come back home. And right now I have no idea. I'm still in shock. I still can't believe what happened, and I still can't even wrap my head around it.
What's the latest on your real estate page?
I'm sorry?
What's the latest on your real estate back in Canada?
Apparently, it's at the last stage of the process. The process has been expedited, as I was told, or as a judge was told by the minister representative, which may leave me without a time frame currently, but it's actually being rushed.
Has the government told you anything else that you should or shouldn't be doing while you're here?
Well, apparently I'm supposed to get the CBSA's approval prior to deciding to move from my house and prior to deciding to travel, even though I gave them notice that I was traveling to Ottawa 48 hours in advance. New conditions were imposed on me. I have to report weekly. I have to live with the person who bailed me, and the conditions are so tight and so narrow that they treat you I'm being treated as if I'm actually a criminal, if I've killed a bunch of people and now I'm on bail, and they want to make sure that they've seen me and they are watching me all the time. It's offensive and absurd.
Do you have a support system of people here that are helping you, like friends, family, anything like that?
I'm sorry?
Do you have a support network of people here that are helping you, like friends and family? Like there are some people that came here today.
I do. I have my best friends. I have the family and the life that I've established. I have people that they didn't know that I was coming. I just landed at the airport. I do have that in Edmonton. That is where the people I love and the people who love me are.
What's going through your mind when you came through those doors and you've seen these people? What was the first thing that
I can feel safe. I'm like, finally there is some familiar faces. Finally I'm at home. I'm in Edmonton airport. I'm finally in YG. I'm starting to regain my senses and feel alive once again.
And this is getting, I guess, is it costly to fight this, or
it absolutely is getting absolutely ridiculously costly. I'm like, so far I've had to spend over than 60,000, and that's not even close to what I still have going on, and between the war conditions and me not being allowed to work before and giving a work permit for like 4 months while I have to deal with this that just came up, and then it's getting insane.
Where do you get the help for your legal costs then? I mean, do you have family help? Do you have friends going in?
That's apparently what happened. I did not realize that, but I ended up having great support network, great people that have been donating they created a GoFundMe account under Save John Calvin. People have been donating from Canada and from outside of Canada, from all across the nation. I've been receiving support, whether financially and morally, and it's both are what have kept me moving. I don't think I could have done this by myself.
You said that you're safe coming into Edmonton. Do you feel your life is threatened or in danger anywhere else, or do you feel that you have no safety here as well, or do you feel safe?
Well, I do. There is still that life threats hanging over my head. They are not gone. It's safer. This is the place. This is a familiar place. I have people I know. I have friends. There is a safety in the sense of home, but I am still threatened. So,
do you have any idea who's threatening you, or who want to harm you, or who you say who might be wanting to harm you?
well, first, directly, I'm already sentenced and by the Palestinian, within the West Bank, by Hamas, and by my family to death for my conversion and my which is considered apostasy, and for being gay. And indirectly, the threat is hanging around over my head is by immigration and CBSA that are trying to send me back to where my life is most certainly will be ended.
And in that case, then, what do you do? I mean, do you look over your shoulder? Are you worried about walking down the street, or are you safe walking down the street?
I most certainly have been looking over my shoulder. Since my residence location have been announced over the media in January, I've grown a little paranoid, and yes, I've gone home and checked all the rooms and made sure all the doors are locked, and felt that people have twice someone have broken into my house, but I can't do anything. I'm stripped from the simplest civil rights. I technically don't have the right to even call 911 at the moment.
Why is that?
Because I'm stateless. I'm under deportation order. I'm being left in Canada by the grace of CBSA.
So you're not allowed to call 911?
Not allowed. I don't have the right. I mean, no one told me that it's a crime to call 911, but I was told that I don't have the right. If I called 911 and, for instance, the paramedics ended up injuring me or something, I don't have the civil rights to pursue anything in court, because it's a grace. It's something they are doing me a favor by doing that. I pay taxes. I still work, pay taxes, contribute to the community, to where I live, but I don't have the rights anyone else does.
Is your online activity limited as well? Are you allowed to go on the internet? Are you allowed to...
I'm allowed to go on the internet and stuff. However, apparently CBSA had the right to go through my cell phone, my emails, and all of my property without even needing any permission or subpoena, without a court order. They just watched me using my phone and saw my password and then used it. That's how they did it.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything that you'd like to just in general just say to the public and to other people in Edmonton who might be watching this?
Canada have grown economically and with our healthcare enormously under our current conservative government, and I do appreciate that a lot. However, to my core, I've always been conservative myself, politically. However, I just found out that our civil rights, our social, we have stooped. We have social obligations. We are obligated to keep our society intact in from all the aspects. You can't just take care of one aspect. And I never identified myself as to be a socialist per se, but what I've witnessed in the last little while is rather alarming. I've been realizing that if certain organizations are not doing their jobs, that it's their bosses are at fault, and if their bosses and the ministers are not doing their job, well, it actually tracks back to Mr. Harper himself. Someone is in charge, and someone needs to implement that change and make sure that it happens from all sides. He wasn't elected as prime minister to take care of our economy, and that's it. He was elected to take care of Canada as a whole, and that's not what I saw. That's not Canada as I've known it, and that's not something Canadian ever expect, I think.